How money actually works and why most people stay confused. Behind the numbers, most people work their entire lives for money, but very few people ever learn how money actually works. Not how to earn it, but how it moves, why it loses value, and why the system seems to reward some people while confusing everyone else. Today we're going to break that down, simply, clearly, and without hype. Section 1. What money really is. At its core, money is not wealth. Money is a tool. It's a way to store value, measure value, exchange value. That's it. $100 bill has no value on its own. It only represents what society agrees it can buy. Historically, money used to be tied to physical things, gold, silver, or commodities. Today, most money is not physical at all. It exists as numbers on a screen, bank balances, credit, debt, ledgers. This is where confusion begins, because money feels real, but it's mostly a system of accounting, not a pile of cash. Section 2. Where money actually comes from. Most people think money comes from working a job, businesses, the government printing it. But in modern economies, most money is created through debt. Here's how that works. When a bank gives someone a loan, it doesn't hand over existing money. It creates new money by typing numbers into an account. That loan becomes money for the borrower, debt owed back to the bank. Every dollar created this way must be repaid with interest, even though the interest itself wasn't created. This is why debt is permanent in the system. Money enters the economy through borrowing and disappears when loans are paid off. This cycle is constant and invisible to most people. Section 3. Why inflation exists. Inflation isn't random, and it isn't always caused by greedy companies. Inflation happens when more money exists, but the amount of goods and services doesn't grow at the same rate. When money supply increases faster than productivity, each dollar buys less. That's why groceries cost more, housing rises faster than wages, saving cash feels like falling behind. Your money didn't disappear, its purchasing power declined. This is why long-term savers often lose ground without realizing it. Section 4. Income versus wealth. This is where people get stuck. Income is what you earn. Wealth is what you own and control. Most people focus entirely on income. Raises, overtime, second jobs, but income alone doesn't create financial stability. Wealth is built through assets that grow, assets that produce income, assets that keep up with or outpace inflation. If all your money comes from trading time for dollars, you stay exposed to inflation, job loss, economic shifts. This isn't a moral judgment, it's how the system is structured. Section 5. Why investing feels intimidating. Investing is often explained in a way that sounds complex on purpose, but the core idea is simple. When you invest, you are owning a piece of productive activity, sharing in long-term growth, protecting your money from inflation. The confusion comes from jargon, short-term noise, fear of loss. But avoiding investing has a cost too, one that's less visible. The system quietly rewards ownership more than effort alone. Section 6. Why the system feels unfair. Many people sense something is off but can't articulate it. That's because the rules aren't taught clearly. Financial education is fragmented. Most explanations focus on tactics, not structure. Those who understand debt, assets, cash flow, time, operate under different constraints. It's not about intelligence, it's about exposure to the system early enough to learn how it behaves. Section 7. The big picture. Money is not the goal. Understanding money is. Once you see how money is created, how it moves, how it loses value, how it grows. You stop blaming yourself for confusion and start asking better questions. Money isn't mysterious. It's just rarely explained in plain language. Most people aren't behind because they failed. They're behind because they were never shown the full picture. Understanding how money works doesn't guarantee wealth, but it does remove confusion, and clarity is the first real advantage.